Do you or a loved one have foggy headlights? Do you feel like your loved one is going to possibly crash because they can't see properly out of their headlights? Well, today we are going to show you how to fix that for cheap. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today's video is gonna kind of be like a do-it-yourself $2 headlight restoration. Now, I went to the local Dollar General and we got a pack of 2 toothbrushes and some toothpaste that has baking soda in it, and we are going to clean the GTI headlights while camera is in Pittsburgh. So some things that you're going to need: some gloves if you want to use them, rags, and then the $2 that you spent at your local Dollar General, Colgate with peroxide and baking soda, and 2 toothbrushes. You want your toothbrushes to not be soft. You want them to have a little bit of hardness to them so you can scrape in. Tex, that was really loud, buddy. Really loud. So first things first, you want to clean off the headlights, get any excess, crap that's on top of it. Just kind of wipe that down with a wet rag. Now I'm just going to use some water and a rag and wipe that off, but I don't want to bore you guys to death, but I will show you how dirty these headlights actually are. So you guys can see, I mean, they're pretty foggy. This one's a lot nicer than the one over there. Let's see how they clean up. Now, obviously, this might not necessarily work on your vehicle. The hazing could be on the inside of the light at that point. You're either going to have to buy new headlights or you're going to have to take the lens off and clean the inside of the lens. But in most cases, the hazing is on the outside. So we're going to give it a whirl, see if this works on the outside, and see if it makes them any better. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our toothpaste. We're going to put a little bit on the end of the rag, just like that. Then we're going to take it to the headlight and just kind of rub it around. Get it, really work it in. Make sure you cover all the light all the way around. Keep going. Now, a lot of people will actually continue swirling with this. What I've come to realize is you get like a little bit of a better finish if once you're done with that, you actually take this toothbrush, one of your toothbrushes, and you just kind of go around and really work it in. So rather than boring you to death once again, we will just do this and then bring you guys back afterwards and see if they cleaned up at all. Now, hopefully this is on the outside of the lens, not on the inside, but if it is on the outside, this should clean up pretty well. Now, you may have to repeat this process a couple times, but obviously the color of the toothpaste has changed color dramatically. I mean, it's like a tan now. So we're going to rinse this off and determine if we want to do it a second time, possibly a third time if I feel that we have to. So what we're going to do first is we have our hose on shower mode. So I'm just going to try to rinse this off a little bit, then use the jet. So you might not be able to tell the distinct difference right out the gate, but if you look back over at this one and then look over at this one, there's a very big difference now. So I'm going to run the jet on it, hit it a little bit more, and then we might actually do it a second time just to see how it turns out. So I'm going to go ahead a while and do the second time, or the second light, 2 times just like we did on the first one, and see what the final product looks like. So I just finished scrubbing the second time on the passenger side headlight. So I'm going to show you guys rinsing it off and showing you what that headlight looked like. Now, you guys saw that that one was actually really bad. The first time that I cleaned it, it actually came out pretty decent. Now, the driver's side that we did a little bit ago, there is some fogging on the inside, but the light still looks a heck of a lot better than what it did when we first started. We're just going to go ahead here and we are going to rinse off this light right there. Clean it all up. Now that one's still got some hazing like right there, but I think it looks a lot better than what it did before. I apologize. The last video clip that we did actually recorded upright, which I didn't want it to do, but it recorded upright, so I apologize for that. But back to the video. Here we go. So I've now come to realize that there is a decent amount of hazing on the inside of the GTI's headlights. So that's something else that we're gonna have to deal with. But everything that was on the outside, this did clean off. So I'm gonna show you guys like a little bit of a before and after picture, just kind of showing what it is. Now, it's tough to kind of like explain what to do in certain situations. Like with these headlights, I'm probably better off just buying new lights than I am to clean out these lenses, or I might just buy glass lenses. Now these are plastic lenses, so they actually make glass lenses for these, which are a lot nicer. So that's probably something that we'll do in the near future, just to kind of replace this issue. But like I said, everything on the outside was cleaned up. To those of you that regularly watch the channel, I'm actually going to pick up the $900 Jetta that we took about 3 weeks ago to get a new tranny put in. Drive that home, and then there's our reliable daily. So kind of a little bit of an update on the other vehicles and the search for a Duramax. So the Subaru's throwout bearing has gotten progressively worse. Wow, that is really bright. So the Subi's throwout bearing got progressively worse, and I just don't know if I want to deal with fixing it. So I honestly think that the Subi is going to go up for sale. Now, a lot of you might be a little bit upset that I'm getting rid of the car that in essence started this channel, but there's got to be a point in time where you play out your pros and cons of, okay, so how much money am I dumping into the Subaru? The amount of money that I'm dumping into the Subaru for repairs and all the like random little things that go wrong on it, I'm better off just getting myself something nice. I really am. And I would much rather have something nice, a little bit newer, you know, whether it's another Subi or we get a Duramax. You know, if I get another Subi, I'm telling you right now, it'll be at 11 to 14, and it will be a hatch. I fell in love with the 11 to 14 hatches because they just look mean. They're a little bit wider. And, you know, like I said, if we don't get something like that, we're going to end up in a truck. So a Duramax might not be the best case scenario for right now, but if we find a good deal on a Duramax, I'm going to jump all over it. But first, I need to get the Subi sold or repair it, then sell it. So I need to play my cards and see what we're doing. So that is it for today's upload, guys. We hit 600 subs today. You guys are amazing. So if this was your first time to the channel, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and give us a big thumbs up. I post videos almost every single day. I definitely did not just fart, for anybody that, you know, is paying attention. But I post videos almost every single day. So here's to 1,000, guys. Let's get there. See ya.